Good evening, friends. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Sorry, I changed the time of the live from 7 to 9, so I apologize if that caused anyone any inconvenience. But we're here now. I hope that you're all doing well. Hope that you're having a wonderful week. We are literally on Wednesday, which is hump day. Yay, hump day. How's everybody doing? Hi, Pierrette. Hi, Greeter. Hi, Cartomancy. And yes, it is very sweet that all of the hugs are alive and well in the chat. Hi, Anna Banana. So, Greeter, how's your husband doing, love? Hopefully he's doing okay. Things are progressing with his recovery after his surgery. Hi, Sherry H. So, you guys, tonight I want to talk about something. And if I could confess, I think I need someone to be having this chat with me tonight. But so we're all going to learn together. So we're going to talk about overcoming inferiority complex. But we'll give people a few minutes to roll in. I know there's some other lives going on, which is part of the reason why I changed the time. Because this was a subscriber request to do this chat. And so I wanted to make sure that that person had the opportunity to be here. So, hey Jay, how's it going, love? Slowly getting better, walking better, and tomorrow singing excellent. Well, we wish him the very best, and of course we send you lots of love and prayers and hugs and everything that we can to make sure that that your husband is okay, and of course that you're all right too, Greater. You're very important to this community. It is a very relevant topic, Sherry. Absolutely. So we'll just give people a few minutes to roll in here, and then we'll get started. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a great week. I have so many housekeeping things, it's hard to even know where to start. So obviously I'm here right now. I have, there's a wellness reading that I put up on the channel that I hope everyone gets a chance to check out. Of course, I put my dailies up every day. And I wanted to quickly address something. The other day, I got some notifications from some people that had left comments on my daily reading. And when I went there, the comments were not there. And so I looked into it. I went through YouTube, and I found out that YouTube will literally take down comments that are either too long, or if, like, say you commented and then I responded, then you responded back to me, and then someone else responded, they will take those away. Why? I have no idea, but there you have it. So literally I lost about 6 comments from 2 different individuals, and so I apologize for that. That was not my intention, and I am very sorry for that. But getting back to where I was going, there is the daily reads that are up on the channel all the time, and like from Monday to Friday. Then the weekend reading goes up on Saturday. There is the wellness reading that's on there. I'm also doing like who's in the news. I did one on Naomi Judd the other day, and it was a very emotional read for me. She was a huge advocate for mental health, specifically depression. And, you know, I wanted to be respectful in my reading, and it was a wonderful reading. So I encourage you to check that out if you have a chance. And where will I be? So Friday, Ben from Beneficial Tarot and Gerald from Tarot Stash will be here at 3 p.m. for Thank Spirit It's Friday. And I think we're gonna do a day in history. So we're going to do readings on the day in history, which is May the 6th. So that's interesting. So I hope that you can join us for that. Saturday at noon Eastern time, I will be on Tarot Living with Manasa for a Mother's Day special. Back up. Hi, Vivian. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome. Friday at 5 p.m., I'll be on Sun Psychic Jean's channel. So after Thanksgiving, it's Friday, I'll be over there. And then on Saturday, I'll be with Tarot Living with Manasa at 12 noon Eastern. And then back here on Sunday with Sun Psychic Jean. I'm pretty much everywhere. Oh, and I forgot, I'll also be on Heart and Soul Connected with Kathleen and Allie at 12 noon on Friday. So I'm going to be a busy girl on Friday. So I hope you wrote all that down. There could be a test. You never know. That's wonderful, Jay, that you had a good show. Sounds like fun, my friend. Anna says they might think that the extended conversation is the creator's way of... No, it literally says that they think it's spam. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get started. Overcoming inferiority complex. So, Marie Henson, hi. I wanted to let you know, Marie, I'm so sorry. You are one of the comments that I got the notification for, and I went to respond, but the comment has been removed from my comments by YouTube. And I had no way of responding to you, so I'm very sorry. That's why I pinned that comment up there. I didn't want you to at all think that I was ignoring you or not answering. I certainly hope that you got everything sorted out. It sounded like you were having a horrible day. And I do apologize. I didn't want you to think that I wasn't, wanting to respond. I tried, but literally your comment is gone off of the channel. YouTube, I was just explaining earlier, YouTube, when they see too many comments from the same person, apparently they think it's spam. That's the response I got. So I'm so sorry about that. Yes, Greeter, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers everywhere, and also to all the people who are stepmoms, grandmothers, godmothers, people that we feel, are our moms. And of course, I miss my mommy more than anything coming up on Mother's Day. But the best thing that anyone can do for me or for anyone else whose mom is not here is be kind to your mom if you are lucky enough to still have her with you. Hi, Linda. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so tonight we're talking about overcoming inferiority complex. And I would like to know, real quick, if you feel like sharing in the chat, what does that mean to you? What does overcoming inferiority complex or inferiority complex mean to you, if you feel like sharing? Yes, happy Mother's Day to the fur babies. Yep, absolutely. Pet mommies, of course, are important. 14 hours for a new transformer. Wow, Marie. My goodness. Well, thank God you were able to get one, my friend. I'm just interested to know what you all might think, like what that statement means to you. Because in my research, I found that inferiority complex, as perhaps people of my generation know it to be, is not what it's called anymore. So I thought that was interesting. That's why I'm asking. Sherry says, growing up, I always felt that there was something wrong with me and didn't understand why. Anna says, feeling worthy of having my thoughts and feelings respected. Okay. So, inferiority complex, what is it? It is a feeling of not matching up to the standards that are set for you by the people that you are either taught by, your parents, your grandparents, your environment. You get multiple layers of people that sort of surround you, that you are constantly having those standards set and trying to meet said standards. Sherry says, when I was older, I found out some things that explained why I was treated differently than my cousins, and it took years to overcome it, and at times it sneaks back in. Absolutely. Hi, Heather. Hi, Silverstar. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. You're so sweet, Marie. All right, so it's the matching up of the standards, the lack of the self-esteem, and a constant doubting about yourself, your person, your capabilities, your abilities, right? Certain people are too bothered by the biggest extremes about what other people think of them. I am one of those people. I always have been. We are constantly comparing ourselves to others. Have you guys, I mean, Sherry's already shared that she has anyone else, if you feel like sharing, has anyone else in the chat ever felt that you have felt inferior to other people at any point in your life? And Vivian, you do as well? Marie used to, yep. What's interesting about this is it is perfectly normal, despite what you will hear from people when we have these kinds of chats in general with your girlfriends, with your mom, with your siblings, whatever the case may be. If you're saying, well, how come this person, can do this and I can't? What's wrong with me? And people will try to encourage you and lift you up and tell you, don't do that. It is perfectly natural and it's completely normal. All of us, every single human, will at some point in our lives feel inferior to another person. Every single one of us. So that in itself, let's just let that marinate for a second and allow ourselves to take that in and make it okay. Right? Despite what we've been told for years and years and years that we shouldn't do that, it's okay because it's normal. It's normal. Growing up, we would see other children who performed better than us in a class. Perhaps your siblings were treated differently than you were, or in your eyes, they were treated differently than you were. There were children when you were growing up that might have been better at sports than you were. Or those kind of children who seemed, according to us, from what we perceived it to be loved by everybody, right? The child that was really funny and could just sort of draw a crowd, right? If you were an introvert, you might have felt that way by an extrovert, right? Hi, Justin's mom. Thank you for popping in. It's very kind of you. Appreciate the support, my friend. So we felt inferior to them because we almost felt a tinge of jealousy, right? And that's when we constantly start to compare ourselves to another person. That jealousy, that's the ticket. Does it come from a place of, I wish I could be that way? I wish I felt I had the skills to, get a goal like that person just did on the soccer field. I wish I had the intelligence to be able to go up to the chalkboard and answer the teacher's question. I wish I had the confidence to stand in front of the class and do a presentation and not get nervous. See, now that's not jealousy. Which is interesting, right? And this is the whole point about breaking down the inferiority complex in a step-by-step process, because if you can identify whether it's a lack that you feel, or whether you can identify if it's a jealous thing, like I want what they want, that's when it starts to make a little more sense and becomes a little more easy for you to develop skills that will help you get past it. Let me back up here just for a second. Sherry H says, I never understood why so many extended family members always treated me like I was flawed. Excuse me, and that something was wrong with me. J-Rock. Hi, J-Rock. Welcome, my friend. It's lacking confidence in eliminating myself from shining while I boost others or allow them to take an opportunity. I know I could, should, do for me, even when others beg me to just try. J-Rock, honestly, that's like you're reading my mind, because that's me to a T. Vivian says, if you're either big or small, people tend to treat you differently. If you're good at sports or not, introvert or extrovert, etc., etc. And that's a very valid point, Vivian. That whole like comparable thing, right? I mean, we've all been there. We've all played that game in school when we were, wee little, where a captain gets picked by the teacher or whatever, and the captain picks all the people, and you're like, please don't let me go last. Please don't let me go last, right? I mean, what a horrible, horrible thing to do to an innocent child standing there, because you can only pick one at a time. I mean, that's the way that works. And so someone, no matter who it is, someone is going to feel that way, right? It's horrible, really, when you think about it. And to Sherry, to your point, I totally agree with what you're saying, and I totally understand it. I don't ever like to talk bad about my mom. Everyone here knows that I loved my mother more than life itself, but my mother wasn't perfect. She was just a human being, despite that I thought she was perfect. And she used to tell me all the time when I would mess up, well, it's not your fault. You come by it honestly. You're just like your father. And so I totally get where you're coming from when you made that statement earlier. Linda says this has been taught over lifetimes, and like anything, it takes time to unlearn and replace with confidence. Yes, Linda, absolutely, my friend. All right, moving on. Vivian says, I'm always the smallest. Yep. Silver Star, whoops, sorry, your comment just went right up over my head there. More like everyone would target me, so I felt isolated and alone. And as a teen, the girls were particularly nasty. My mom put my brother over me because she was taught to treasure boys over girls. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't have that experience, Heather, but I was the oldest child of the family. And so whether I was home, whether I was away, I mean, I was married and not even living in the house, and it was still my fault because I was the oldest, and therefore I should know better. Hi, Allie. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing, love? A greeter says I was always picked last due to being shy, but I was pretty good at sports, played for fun. Good stuff. Pierrette says had an aunt that would call her niece princess and me a French word. Oh, Pierrette, that's awful. That is not okay. Marie said mom didn't favor any of us. Oh, Marie, that's awful. Yes, absolutely, Allie. There is that superiority complex. Allie says I was always picked last, was a fat kid picked on all the time. Oh, Allie, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay, being raised Mormon did it. Okay, interesting. All right, so let us move on from that point. I have a whole bunch of notes. I did a whole bunch of research because I need assistance with this, so we're all learning together, which I love this. All right, so as I said, almost everyone has experienced that feeling at one point or another, and apparently some of us in the chat here have experienced more than our fair share of it in our childhood. Do you still feel the same way about others today? Do you still carry that forward? I'm interested to know. I do. I 100% own it that I do. Because if you have carried it forward, if you still feel that way today, then you probably have some level of an inferiority complex. When you suffer from an inferiority complex, the result of that is that you start to avoid people. You start to avoid people that make you uncomfortable. You start to avoid situations that make you feel uncomfortable, right? Then it becomes like a social thing. That is where where some of social anxiety disorders stem from, is from this feeling of lack, comparing ourselves to others that we can't ever quite match up or catch up, really. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, my friend. Glad that you're here, my friend. Where did I go? So we label ourselves as failures. And then we avoid any challenging situations that may come along, because it's easier in our minds to avoid that hurt, horrible feeling, that lack feeling, than it is for us to continue to push forward and try, right? That's interesting, Anna, that the words still play in my head when I at least expect it. Never have been much of a joiner. Pretty much avoid people, especially family. That's interesting. Okay, so what we do is, because it's a defense mechanism, right? So our defense mechanism kicks in and wants to protect us. And so we will find our own ways to respond to certain situations. But it's coming from a defensive, right? We got like boundaries way out here somewhere, right? So all of this sounds, doesn't sound great. But it is possible to cure it, to fix it, and to move past it so that it doesn't continue to haunt you for the rest of your days, which is the best part. Oh, Marie, that's awful, love. Felt like an ugly duckling for years, then ex leaves for another gal. Feel it was my fault. Yep. Silver Star Priestess says, I let it go, forgave my mom and my upbringing as much as I can, understanding she was just as an injured adult with childhood trauma, understanding that people are acting that way because they're hurt. Yep. J-Rock says, it limits me for sure. The guy I trained just took a management position over me that I was too timid to go for. His promotion was announced today. Very good person, but I'm kicking myself. Sorry, J-Rock. Allie says, my number 2 left me when pregnant with my son, so I do understand. I'm sorry, Allie. So, how do we do this? This is where we're getting to the meat and the bones part of it, okay? And when I tell you guys this, A, it's nothing that you don't already know. B, it sounds so simple that it almost sounds ridiculous. So please try to remember to hear and listen to what I'm saying, because what I'm hearing and what you're hearing and what you're listening to, remember, sometimes they can be different things. And if you're not open to it, sometimes you'll shut it off and you won't benefit from it. And I'm trying I have been reading these notes that I have written today pretty much all afternoon because I am feeling some sort of way, friends. I mean, I am so over it. Can we just talk for a minute between us? I am so over it. I literally could burst into tears or scream. I'm not sure which. I try so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard. And I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what I'm doing wrong. That's my first thing. I know that is the wrong attitude. I know it is. But old habits, inferiority complex, lack of self-esteem, old habits die hard. That little voice in my back of my head is screaming so loud. See, you suck. You're a failure. You can't do anything. And for the last 2.5 months, I have sat here every day and said, no, you be quiet. I am not listening to you. Well, today, my friends, it's winning. Tomorrow, it won't. And I know that. But today is a tough day. But that's okay. That's okay. Right? So here we go. This, my friends, is how we conquer together suffering from inferiority complex. And if you can reduce suffering from inferiority complex by 1 day, by 2 days, by a whole week out of a month, my friends, that's a celebration. That is cause for celebration, right? So first thing that you need to know is that therapy sessions, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, that is what those people do. That is what they're there for. They can help in this, but you can also help yourself. I found so many conflicting reports while I was doing my research. And you know that I always come to the table with as much information as I can possibly give you, because I want you to have as much information, all the tools that you can possibly, get in your pockets. However, even though I found many conflicting reports, I also found, number one, there's tons of information out there available to us, which is a great benefit. So I tried to process of elimination and compile a list that made sense to me. And, I don't know how many people here have been to therapy, but I've been to therapy for this very thing. So I kind of had an idea of what has been used with me. And so that's kind of, if that made sense to me, then that's what I put in my list, if that makes sense. So sessions with a therapist, as I mentioned, number one thing to do. Number two, and these aren't like in a particular order. Hi, Aiden. Nice of you to join. Sorry about your COVID diagnoses. Please do take care of yourself. Everyone send Aiden lots of love and healing energy to get through that. Hi, Kathleen J. Lightworker. Nice to see you, my friend. We're talking about overcoming inferiority complex. Yes, thank you, Anna. Please don't forget to give the thumbs up there. I appreciate it. So, does anybody know what CBT is? C as in cat, B as in Bob, T as in Tom. Does anybody know what that is? CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. And basically, in a nutshell, what that is changing the way that we process the information, changing the way that we think, basically is what it is. One of the keys to CBT being effective for me personally was I had to make a conscious decision, and I've said this many times on the channel. I had to make a conscious decision to take the information that I was getting in, flip it upside down, sideways, slice it, dice it, put it through the blender, and bring it back out again with a positive spin on it, or the most positive spin I could put on it. Okay, you have to remove all the negative connotation out of whatever it is, and literally make it fart rainbows, pardon my expression, in order for this to work. Because it really is retraining yourself to think in a totally different way. So here's a couple of examples of how to do that. And I don't want to sound ridiculous when I say this, but I really want to explain this in a way that people understand what I'm saying, right? So, for example, wow, I've really let myself go. I need to lose weight. So how am I going to turn that statement? You know, we've all had that moment. We get out of the shower and go, ugh, God. Or we go to the fridge and we get a chocolate bar and we're like, really? Girl, really? Put that. How do we change that? How do we take that sentence, that statement, and take all of the negativity out of it? Well, we could say something like, I've gotten out of the shower and I've looked in the mirror and I'm going to smile at myself and say, you are beautiful. And to keep you beautiful, to maintain your beauty, we're going to start a 5-minute stretching routine. Bet you that would make me feel even more beautiful. I literally have to do that. I literally have to take information that's coming in at me and rearrange it so that it doesn't have any negativity in it whatsoever. So that probably sounds like a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. But I have some helpful tips that we can work on together to be able to understand this a little bit better, to be able to apply this in our everyday lives so that we can hopefully reduce that feeling of lack. The second most important thing that I can tell you about all of the research that I found, and I know this from personal experience, this is a commitment that you are making to be consistent at what you're doing. You have to do this every day, all the time, because if you don't, this is what happens. What I said a few minutes ago, when I was like, I am going to lose my ever-loving mind. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Why isn't this working? If you're not consistent, that little voice will be like, hey, you, what do? You're not, you can't do that. No, stop it. You're not good enough. You can't do that. You're fat. You're ugly. Get out. That's what it will happen. That little negative voice, that is a muscle memory that you have to train to be like, no, thank you. I am not listening to you today. I am not listening to that. Go away. So you must be consistent in that work, right? It is a complete commitment in order for it to be successful. So how do we do that? Well, we build our self-confidence. We all know how to build our self-confidence. But most of us, especially the females, we feel guilty if we take extra time for ourselves, right? We do a little bit of self-care. We feel bad because we got the kids, we got the laundry, we got the this, the house, the that, the housework, the whatever. We feel bad. So you suffer in silence. That's not really winning, friends. That's the opposite of winning. And so we need to treat ourselves better. Any of your mamas ever tell you when you were younger, look good, feel good? My mom used to say that to me all the time. Look good, feel good. Y'all remember the mantra that I have on my wall? You know, the one that my cat ate. That says, be who you want to see. That was one of the cards in this deck here. Okay, the language of flowers. And it says on it, be who you want to see. And as soon as I read it, I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I need to tell myself every day. I wrote it down. I stuck it on my positivity board, and I say it every day. Be who you want to see. So stop whining about it. Be who you want to see. Now, that sounds really harsh, and I do apologize, but that's how I have to be with myself sometimes in order for me to hear what I'm saying, if you understand. I know, Aiden, it's like the craziest thing ever. Hi, Tracy. Welcome, my friend. I don't want anyone to think I'm like very angry. I'm having an off day, but I'm just really trying to emphasize these points. So being kind to yourself, treating yourself better, doing what we love. If you like to draw, if you like to read, if you like to take a bubble bath, if you want to take painting classes, if you want to walk the neighbor's dog, don't deny it from yourself. Like, don't say no, because you're feeding that lack. By telling yourself no, you don't deserve that opportunity, that piece of cake, that chocolate bar, that 5 minutes outside. You are literally feeding that lack, telling yourself in your own way, you don't deserve that. You haven't worked hard enough. You're not good enough, right? So do whatever makes you feel better about yourself. So let's think of some examples that can assist us here with these self-love exercises. Mirror work, great for this. Grab the mirror and talk to the mirror like you're talking to your best friend. Grab a picture of yourself from when you feel like you were happier. Carry that picture around in your wallet. Put it in front of your computer on your nightstand. Give that picture a wink. Give it a kiss. Tell it you love it. Those kinds of things are going to assist in building your self-confidence, right? The mirror at the front door. Every time you leave the house, you got this girl. Or you got this guy. Whatever. Right? Surround yourself with people that uplift you. Night, Allie. Love you. Sleep well, my friend. It's important to realize that your inferiority complex might be linked, as most of us thought here or have expressed here, that it might be linked to the people that are around us. It might be your relatives, your friends at college, your siblings, your work colleagues. It's important for us to analyze those relationships and the interactions with them. Now, I know it's real easy for me to sit here and say, just don't talk to those people anymore. I'm not going to say that to you because, let's be honest, that's not always doable, right? But if we are able to identify the people who try to pull us down, there are things that we can do to protect ourselves from those people if we must interact with them, like your mother, for example, or your dad, or your brother, or your sister. You know what I'm saying? So once you're able to identify those people, do not reciprocate your feelings, right? So don't encourage that behavior. Start distancing yourself from them. That is possible to do. So let's have a few examples of this. So say, Bob phones you and Bob says, hey, do you want to come over? And you're like, oh my God, Bob's got like 8 kids and they're just like, they're cray cray, right? They're running all over the house. He's got 15 dogs and cats. And like, it's just like, I don't want to go there. It makes me so anxious. So maybe you say to Bob, hey, Bob, you know what? I'd love to meet up with you. But I'm in between things. Maybe we could meet somewhere, right? So you have put up a boundary to protect yourself. You have not offended Bob. You still want to spend time with Bob, but you're giving Bob a smaller window of time in a different environment where you feel like you are in control of that situation, where you feel like you are in control of your feelings, right? Instead of going to his house and putting yourself in an inferior position, if that makes sense. We can always set up healthy boundaries, always, 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 by limiting our time and our interactions with people, right? Remember, always remember that no is a complete sentence. And it's okay for you to say no. Especially if you saying no means that you will not have to feel a lack or suffer from feeling inferior or not good enough to someone else. It's two letters, no. And it doesn't have to be like, no. It just has to be like, no, I can't do it. Sorry, maybe another time. What's wrong with that? Hi, Ron. How's it going, love? Thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate it. So when we are, sorry, I skipped the line here. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, and I have a hard time with this one, friends. I really, really do. How do we stop worrying about what other people think to the point where it like totally like takes over our brain? It is one of the major causes of the inferiority complex, is this constant hamster wheel that we allow ourselves to get on, thinking about what are other people thinking about us, right? We seek validation from them for every single action that we make. Sometimes we're thinking about their actions. Well, sometimes we're imagining what they must think. And it becomes like this whole thing. Like, have you guys ever done this where Sherry H phones me up and says, hey, Kelly, you want to come over to my house 2 Saturdays from now and have a barbecue? And I'm like, wow, Sherry, that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, great. And for the next week, all I do is go like, well, I don't know, because like I don't leave the house, and well, I don't really know Sherry, and I don't know her family, and like, what if I don't know what kind of food she eats, and you know, my stomach gets upset when I'm anxious. So well, and it's like 3 hours from here one way, and like, what if it rains? You know what I mean? And like, you're so far ahead of where you've already like had the barbecue, and everyone like laughed at you or something, and you just said yes. So you've talked yourself into this whole situation that isn't even real. That is a form of what can happen if you take this worrying about what other people think to like that kind of a level, right? So it's important for us to try to disassociate ourselves from their judgments. The only opinion that matters is yours. And I am telling you, friends, as I said in the beginning of this broadcast, today is not a great day for Kelly. And I have to remind myself constantly, I am the only person that matters. The only opinion that matters about ourselves is our opinion. when we feel good about ourselves, other people feel good about you. I used to work with this guy who every day when you walked in the office, you would be like, good morning, Paul. How are you today? And he'd be like, fantastic. And I'd be like, oh my God, you're so annoying. And I did that for years. Under my breath, I'd be like, oh. And then all of a sudden I stopped doing that, because that's when I was in therapy, and that's when I was learning CBT, and that's when I started to understand what I was doing. And then I started observing him, right? What we just talked about, observing the interactions, right? How I interacted with him. So I started observing him and his interactions. So when people walked up to him and he said, I'm fantastic, they were like, great. So then he smiled and they smiled. And I was like, I'm going to try it. Do you know what I found, friends? I found that more people wanted to say hi to me because I wasn't like, all the time. More people liked me because I was like, I'm great. How are you? I met them with a smile. And I found that the more that I met them with a smile, the more that they talked to me. And the more that I met them with a smile, the more I actually was not faking the smile. I actually was just smiling. And then it wasn't a problem anymore. And then every day I would meet him and I'd be like, hey, we'd be high-fiving each other. Like, I'm sure other people thought we were annoying as crap. But it's contagious. The positivity was contagious. And literally what that guy did for me, he has no idea, FYI, but what he did for me was teach me such a valuable lesson. And that was, if you be what you want to see. If you want people to look at you in a certain light, you got to be that light. And we are all shining stars, are we not, my friends, in this community? So let's be the light. Let's be the light. So, positive affirmations, mantras, self-love and self-care, of course, and practicing gratitude can completely assist with this whole concept of stopping to worry about what someone else is thinking of you before you worry about what you think of you. Does that make sense? Yes, it is just like that, Marie. It is just absolutely like that. Like, laughter is contagious. 100%, Marie. I love it. Love it. Oh, you're welcome, Vivian. I hope that we're getting something from this. So the next one is self-talk. Okay, we've talked about this ad nauseum here at dzncats. The self-talk goes back to what I said before about taking out the negative words and injecting the positive words. Okay, and if that is difficult for us to wrap our heads around, because friends, I'm telling you, it was difficult for me when I had like workbooks, like I was in school. I want you to think of it like when we set our intentions. Okay, when we set our intentions, what do? We set our intentions positive. We don't give it a time frame. We say, I would like to incorporate more salads in my diet. 3 weeks from now, we say, okay, I'm going to add a 5-minute stretch routine to that. Done. Moving on. You know what I mean? It sounds ridiculous because I feel like I'm reducing it to the ridiculous, but honestly, it is really that simple. The problem is we have become so used to behaving this way. This has been happening to us since we were little children, right? That's why it's difficult. It is literally a learned behavior, but it's no different than when you taught your children how to potty. It's really that simple. It's no different than when you train your puppy not to crap on the carpet. You know, It was a difficult process, but you got there. Because why? You were consistent. Okay. So, people who have an inferiority complex tend to do the negative self-talk thing, right? The negative self-talk is stoppable. It is a muscle memory type of thing, like I just said. You must tell it, no, thank you. I am not listening to you today. I'm just not. No, thank you. Whenever that little voice knocks on the side of your head and says, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you can't do that, you say, no, I'm not listening to you. And you're going to have those days, like Kelly's having one of those days right now. But friends, right now, I am like 6 feet off the ground, empowered, because you're all here listening to this, and I'm sharing and you're sharing, and we're going to get through this together. So you guys are actually helping me tonight, and I'm helping you. And it's this wonderful thing that we can only do together. So do not be harsh on yourself ever. Don't be harsh. Do not expect yourself to change overnight, because, friends, it's not going to happen. I've been doing CBT for 8 years. It's not going to happen overnight. Give yourself time, because this is a healing process. Like I said, this has been happening to us for the most part since we were wee little kids. It requires consistent effort for the maximum impact. There's going to be bumps along the road. But the key to the success of this is celebrating every single achievement, no matter how small it may seem. I got dressed today. Woohoo! I got dressed. Because yesterday I was in my pajamas for 24 and a half hours. You know what I mean? You got to celebrate the bejeebers out of stuff, because that is the only way that you inject the positivity. That's the only way you have enthusiasm to move forward. And if you celebrate it, if it becomes a thing of celebration and it makes you smile, it makes you feel good, and the process starts all over again. It's beautiful. Okay? So give yourself time. It's a healing process. Celebrate your smallest achievements. Friends, this is about finding our joy. Literally, it is about finding our joy. It is about finding your joy and bringing a little bit of peace back to your heart. That no matter where you go, no matter who you meet, no matter what you do, you walk in on a same level as everyone else. I think the effort's worth the reward. What about you guys? You guys tell me if you think that the effort is worth the reward. Good for you, Marie. She says that she did that Saturday. I love it. We absolutely are, friends. We absolutely are. And the last thing that I'm going to say is this. I love each and every one of you. I truly, truly do. There are days when I feel like I don't know if I can do this anymore, because it messes with my mental stability, coming here and fighting for my place, fighting for my spot. Because despite what some people think, it really is a competition. Even though it doesn't set out to be a competition, but that's how it's presented to some people. I have been wounded, like many of us shared in the chat, for many years, and old habits die hard, and today was a tough day, but I am so glad that I came on. I am so thankful for the subscriber that requested this conversation to happen, because it actually really helped me. And each of you being here participating helped me also. So thank you so very much for making me realize that I am worth it and I deserve my spot like everybody else does. And I'm going to shine on because I don't really like the other option of not shining. So thank you. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for hanging out with me as you all do. And thank you for lifting me up. I appreciate it very much. I hope that this was informative. I hope that it helped. I hope it gave you some food for thought, and I hope that you got something out of it. What do you say we pull a card? I say that we pull an angel card. What do you think? That's it. Never give up, my friends. Oh my God, you guys, can I just show you? Look at this. Look. Here it comes. See these? See this? All new decks, friends. All new decks. All new decks. Shh. Don't tell anybody. You know why? Because I'm worth it. It's funny how retail therapy can cure lots of things, is it not, my friends? All right. Now bear with me while I slide this all back into the spot so that I can actually shuffle a card. Yes, Kathleen, it is. Okay, do you guys want to see? You want to see? Yeah, I know you want to see. Okay, so I got this one here. This is called the Green Witch Oracle. I haven't even taken it out of the plastic yet, friends. Okay. Green Witch Oracle. And it is, you can see on the back. So it's nature inspired. So there's flowers and herbs and vegetables and fruits, and how that has hidden powers and can assist. So it's an oracle deck. Love it. Then I got this one here. Oh my God, you guys, I have been wanting this deck for so long, and it, like, there was like a discount and I was like on it. So this is called the Herb Crafters Tarot. And you guys know me, I'm not into the dark decks. I don't like all the weird, funny little things that I like light. You know, like if every deck came with kitty cats, I would be thrilled. So this one really speaks to me. It's got beautiful colors and gorgeous images. And if you can see on the back, like there's the tea and then there's like the whole cooking thing. And so it's just these lovely settings of, you know, tea out on the back patio at the bistro table and so forth, right? We've got this one here. I have to confess something. So I'm so weird. Shocker, I know. I don't know if any of you can identify this, but you know when you were younger, maybe you did this, maybe you didn't. I hope to God you're going to say that you did, so I don't feel strange. But you know how like you wore the same color scrunchie or the same color socks as same color as your shirt? You know what I mean? Like you match things up. I match all this kind of stuff up. And so, like, I've got like 2 angel decks, but I needed something else angel to go with it. And so this is what I did, right? I know. Yes, you know what, Tracy, I was on with Kathleen last night, and Mims was talking about some of the herbs. So she was sharing some of her knowledge. We were trying to talk her into starting a gardening channel, which is just, I mean, that's fantastic, right? So I've got this, the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. And someone was using this just like yesterday or today, because I'm so behind on the videos. Someone was just using this, and I was like, oh my God, I love that deck. So that's a tarot deck with angels. It's beautiful. And then I got this. I've been wanting this. It was just released. This is brand spanking new. Okay. This is by Sandra Ann Taylor. It's called Energy and Spirit Oracle. And I don't know if you can see some of the images in it. Can you see some of those up real close? It's just a beautiful, beautiful deck. Oh, it was okay. So it was you, Ivana. I was thinking it was you, but I didn't want to like out myself and have it be wrong. And then I got this one here with it, which is Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. You know, because I love my Earth Energy kind of deck, right? And then you guys, oh my God, I've wanted this deck since I first started looking at decks of cards. Look at this. Look at this. Oracle of the Roses. You guys, it is, I opened this up today. I am like in love. Like I am in love. Okay, first of all, friends, the book, yay thick, like big book, right? This is the back of the card. It's got the lovely red foil. It looks like Christmas, which I love. Even Charlotte thinks it's okay. Say hi. Say hello. Meow. Okay, listen, you cannot sit in front of the computer because mommy can't see. And don't sit on the keyboard because we'll be gone. Anyways, check this out. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at some of the images, friends. They're just absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. Look at the Democrat. I am in love. It is just the most gorgeous cardstock. I am so in love. And it has an amazing book that comes with it. So let's do the Warrior Rose, okay? The Warrior Rose. It comes from the Old Garden Rose section, because there's like 4 or 5 different sections. So this is the Warrior Rose. Beautiful, beautiful yellow rose. One of my favorites. In case anyone wants to buy me flowers. Kidding. Okay. So the Warrior Rose. The oracle meaning of the Warrior Rose. This could represent a challenge in which you need to step up, stand up, and speak up. Hello, literally, what were we just talking about? But the energy to fight will only come for something that is worth the battle. There may be a showing of a slowing of outcomes or a delay in a hoped for occurrence or resolution. But all the same, nothing is lost just yet. Be careful to pick your battles and don't get caught up in drama that will bring you no personal long-term joy and comfort. The warrior develops skill, is loyal and true to the case they are aligned with, and makes planned action towards the goals they are looking to reach. My God, you guys, that was just too funny. So then it gives you the whole botanical notes. So like when this was created, who did it, what year it was, and all that kind of jazz, right? And then the plant energies. So the plant energies for this flower. The meanings and the uses. It is for protection, adaptability, skill, loyalty, and discipline. And the astrological sign for this rose is Aries, which is a fire sign, and I am a fire sign, so I'm owning it. I'm in love with these, friends. I am just in love with these. So I literally opened them up today just to take a peek, but I haven't really gotten much further than that. But anyhow, I digress. I apologize. I totally veered off track there. We are pulling from the Angel Quest Oracle. Let us get a card. I had, for our wedding, I had yellow tea roses and blue hydrangeas mixed together. But yes, I love yellow roses. They're my favorite. There's only one thing yellow coming to the house. It's not roses. right, friends. Let's see. Let's see. So before everyone goes, just to reiterate, so now that I've got it all straight, tomorrow, possibly I might be on Nancy Jean's Garden. I don't know, so don't count on it. But at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be on Circle of Friends with our open mic guest, which is Terry from Soma Healing Arts. Friday, 12 noon Eastern Time, I will be on Heart and Soul Connected, Allie's channel with Allie and Kathleen. Then at 3 p.m., I'll be on my channel with Ben from Beneficial Tarot and Gerald from Tarot Stash. We will be pulling cards on May 6th, the day in history, which will be a lot of fun. Then at 5, I'm on with Jean, Sun Psychic Jean. Saturday, 12 noon, I'm going to Tarot Living with Manasa. And Sunday, I will be back here, obviously, for Sunday Connections, and my guest will be Sun Psychic Jean. So, that's what I will be doing. We have got this gorgeous cards. Oh my gosh, just beautiful, friends. Look at that. Respect. Just glorious. You are being guided to respect the decision and opinions of others. I can't make this stuff up, friends. You are being guided to respect the decisions and opinions of others. Beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful card. So, my friends, you want to hang out some more? You want to toss some cards? You want to chit chat? I know that's it. I love it. I really like this deck. They're a little on the large side, but I really like it. There was one other. I'm telling you, friends, I still got tons in my wish list. You know, you all can make a donation to the channel if you felt so inclined. The information is in the description box below the video. Just saying. Sorry, that was shameless. You know, if you want to help fund, and I do want to say thank you. There have been some people that have made donations to the channel, which is what made buying some of these decks possible. So I so appreciate all of your support. I am very grateful. Very grateful. You want a card, Jay? Absolutely, my friend. Where is... Because I always pull this from this deck for Jay, so I had to get it out. Kylo, how are you? Kylo, I have to tell you, I am so sorry. I don't know why, really, but your response to my response to you from the other day is like missing. I can't find it. It's not on the reading, and it either is Marie's, by the way, but I contacted YouTube, and apparently when you make too many comments or something, sometimes they think it's spam and they take it away, but I literally couldn't find it. So I'm so glad that you're here, and I didn't want you to think that I just completely ignored you. I'm so sorry. Are you, Marie? I am too. I am too. I'm a double Leo as well. I'm a Leo sun and a Leo rising with an Aquarius moon. Oh, you deleted it? Oh my God, Kylo. Okay, but Marie's definitely was gone. All right, here we go, friends. We're going to pull this card for Jay. Y'all have made me feel so much better. I thank you so much. All right, Jay, I got 2 cards that fell out for you, love. The first card I've got is Shapeshifter. Hi, Joan. How are you, love? Thank you for being here, my friend. And I've got Sweat Lodge. So just real quick, we're going to read out of the message book what the messages are for you. So for Shapeshifter, shouldn't be that difficult, Kelly. It's alphabetical, thank goodness. So for Shapeshifter, the card meaning, oops, wrong card. Honestly, you think I did this before, right? Huh? The card meaning, you can be anything you desire. Let go of the attachment to your identity. See the world around you with new eyes. Experiment with different ways of viewing reality. See the point of view of others. If you haven't been able to manifest your dreams, maybe you need to shift the way you see the person or situation. This card chose you because it wants you to know that your past does not need to equal your future. Simply shifting your point of view or your belief system can bring an entirely new destiny into your being. Beautiful. And then the next one, my friend, is... I'm so glad. Hi, Bora Bora. I'm so glad, Jay, that this resonates with you, love. So for Sweat Lodge, cleanse yourself, body, mind, and soul. Purify, clutter, clear. Let go of objects and relationships that no longer serve you. Purify your body. Go within. Meditate. Listen, nobody meditates better than Jay does. Talk to the Creator and give thanks. Right? You need to take a little bit of time with yourself there, my friend. The clearer your inner and outer space becomes, the easier it will be to hear the sweet messages from your soul. So, Jay, I hope that makes sense to you, my love. Anybody else want a card? Just let me know. Who wants a card? I feel like I'm working the fair. I need a smoke. I have a half of one here. Hi, Rhonda. You're going to have to watch this back on replay, love. It was great. We talked about overcoming inferiority complex. It was a great session. Okay. All right. Let me. So I've got Kathleen. I got to start it so I don't screw it up. And Marie and whoops. Silver Priestess wants one. Sure. Oh, I've got just the card for you, John. Or just the cards. Rhonda wants a card. Sherry wants a card. Kathleen wants a card. Yeah, I got her. All right. All right. Give me a minute or 6 to get all my cards out here. Well, not all of them, obviously. Some of them. I got just the deck for you, my friends. Oops. Talk amongst yourselves while Kelly pulls all the cards out. You want one too? Everybody, it's Anna Banana's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. You don't want me singing to you. Trust me, friend. Trust me. Trust me, you don't want me singing to you. But we wish you the happiest of birthdays, my friend. You want one too, Kylo? You got it, my friend. You got it. All right. I sort of feel the need to pull out the Empath's Empowerment deck. If anyone doesn't have that, it's also an excellent card, deck of cards, I should say, for Like I find it just really, it really speaks to a lot of like wellness, healing kind of things, if that makes sense. Let me get all my cards straightened out here. I feel like I need 2 more. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. Okay, we got the Sacred Destiny. And we're going to grab this Sacred Traveler. I wasn't prepared with cards, friends. All right. Hi, Gypsy JJ. All right. Here we go. All right. Kathleen would like a card. Kathleen. What kind of card am I going to give Kathleen? All right. Kathleen's going to get 2 cards. So I'm going to stick Kathleen's name up on the screen so I can go back to the live chat and still pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, Kathleen. Oh, thank you, Kylo. You're so kind. I so appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Kathleen, this is what I got for you, love. We've got release shame. Okay. The message on the bottom says, if you have been shamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I'm ready to release this shame. I am a lovable and caring person. And I also got from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, Lion, honor. Honor your soul and celebrate its journey. Okay, Tracy, not a problem, love. I hope that resonates, Kathleen. All right. Up next, we have Marie Henson. Marie Henson. What am I feeling for Marie Henson? Yes, ma'am. Wow. Marie, you've got the best cards in the deck, my friend, in my opinion. You've got, this is from the Sacred Forest Oracle, and you've got Owl Spirit Wisdom. Notice how the owl is right over top of her, and she has got her wings on her back. So using that wisdom, I think, to lift yourself, literally, lift yourself, lift your vibration, lift your spirit, right? Lift your connection to spirit. And then you've got Butterfly Spirit, and they literally both fell out at the same time. This is transformation. Again, the wings behind her. Right now, she's turned into a butterfly. She's coming out of her shell. So use that wisdom to lift yourself so that you can complete the transformation and literally shine like the pearl in the shell. Beautiful cards for you, Marie. Love it. That's this one, love. The Sacred Forest Oracle. I'm like a huge fan of Denise Lynn. I have almost every deck that she's ever created. They just really, really speak to me. Oh, did it, Marie? That's awesome. See that? You're literally, you're flying. That's awesome. All right, Silver Star Priestess. Silver Center Priestess. Do you know what? Someone asked in one of my readings, what do I think are the decks that speak to me the most? And I have to tell you that the Sacred Forest Oracle, from the day I opened that box, has always spoken to me. Nancy, good night, love. Did you want a card before you go, hon? I can give you a card real quick. You are very welcome for I thank you for being here. I hope that you sleep well, and I hope that you have, of course, sweet dreams, my friend. There's a whole lot of this happening tonight. Without a pilot's license, you're funny, Marie. Silver Star Priestess is coming on to Circle of Friends in June. Not that anyone, I don't expect you to remember that. I'm just mentioning. We are excited to have her. Wow. Y'all seen me shuffle that, right? Like that many times. So the first card that I pulled for you, Heather, is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And I've got, look at this image. Look at that. It's just beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck, or on the bottom of the card, it is New Beginnings. New Beginnings. And the second card I got from you, or for you, is from the Angel Quest Oracle, which is the same card that I pulled for everyone, which is Respect. You are being guided to respect the decisions and opinions of others. Hi, Scott. How are you, friend? Thank you for being here. Let me know if you want a card. I hope that resonates, Heather. All right. We have got Joan up next. All right, Joan. How to free up your blocked creative energy. I'm not allowed to say how many I have, friends. A lot. Considering I never had an oracle or a tarot deck before November, I have a lot. I think I have a lot. All right, Joan. Joan. Uh-oh. Aiden, let me know if you want a card, hon. Wow, did y'all see that one fly out? All right, I'm pulling one more for you, Joan. Okay, Joan. Yeah, it was a jumper. Okay. Totally cool cards. I know why your energy is blocked. So, the first card that I got out is Raven. This is from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck. This is Wise Woman. A change is coming. Like that. See that? That's literally your block. It's almost like it's blocking the light. You know what I mean? The reason why you're blocked is because you're transcending. You're literally on an upwards climb And I don't think that you're allowing it to happen, is what I'm feeling for you. And so, in order for you to get out of that block, I pulled one of my color cards, which I love this. Look at how beautiful that is. Just look at that glorious image. So this is the color of azure, and the message is protect yourself. So if your energy is blocked, I sort of feel like you might want to go outside, and literally, because we have two pictures here, one with the sun and one with the moon. So go outside and look up. Literally look up. I mean, not look right at the sun, obviously, but go outside, look up. Try to soak up some of the power from either the sun or the moon. Talk to it. I do it all the time. I love that time of night. And I do find that I get a lot of power from the moon. So I think that maybe you should take yourself outside either Sunday day or at nighttime, look up, have a little chat with the moon or the sun, and ask it to assist. And I think that the energy that you get will help with the block. I hope that makes sense. Okay, good stuff. Where? I know Scott wants a card, but I can't find it. It's okay. I will remember. Okay, so Rhonda is up next. Oh, do you, Kylo? Yeah, the Rider-Waite deck does not speak to me. Okay, good, Joan. I'm glad that it makes sense, hon. I love the nighttime like vibe of the moon. It just really speaks to me. Oh, good. I'm glad. All right, Rhonda wants a card. Yeah, I do find that if you pick up a deck and you resonate with it, then you have a tendency to go there. And I know, because I've only been reading Oracle cards, like I said, since November, right? And I've only been reading Tarot since, the beginning of January. And if I change up decks, I'm like, what? Does that mean what? Like sometimes, because I've almost got the image committed to memory at this point, not intentionally. Just being honest. Sure, Aiden, not a problem left. All right, Rhonda. What does Rhonda need to know? My cards are like sliding all over the place here. This deck that I'm using is called the Empath's Empowerment deck. They're huge cards. They're super slippery, but they really are great cards. This is by Dr. Judith Orloff, and she also makes the Power of Surrender cards. So if you do any kind of like wellness, you're releasing stuff, working on shadows, past hurts, traumas, doing things like that for yourself, it isn't really like an affirmation deck, but it is they're great messages. Really gets to sort of like the heart of the matter, if you understand what I mean. All right. Bear with me, Rhonda. Sorry. Thank you, Kylo. You're very kind. Oh, it's Rhonda. Sending you lots of love, my friend. Lots of love. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that down so loud. My feel a little bit discombobulated because I got all my decks all over. I'm usually way more organized than this. All right, Rhonda, this is what I got for you, love. I've got from the Empath's Empowerment deck, remember your gifts. Just look at that bright light, like directly right through him, or right through to him, right? The message on the bottom of the card says, focus on your blessings rather than dwelling on adversity. Pause and give thanks for your gifts, such as your sensitivity, your intuition, your health, your friendships, and your family. Then I got, from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, I've got Leafcutter Ant. The Army of Life. Ask for help. Seek support. You are not alone. And then we've got this glorious card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck called Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward. So, keep going forward. Remember your blessings, right? Remember your gifts, which are your blessings. So remember to be grateful. And reach out for help and support if you need it. Because you're not alone. I hope that helps, my friend. I hope that helps. All right. Sherry H is up next. Sherry H. I got a little me on my screen. You're very welcome, my friend. Sherry. Sorry, friends. It's only one of me. This is when I wish I had like an automatic card shuffler, right? All right, my friend, here you go. Sherry, I've got from the color cards, I've got black. Find richness from the dark night. So I'm not sure if you're one of those people, like I was saying before about the moon, but you find some sort of comfort in the stillness of night or the dark of the night, I think. Or it's asking you to look for that. Then I got from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, security. And again, notice the stars and the sky. The moon is at the top left-hand side, right? And then there's the fire. And there's also like carvings in the side of the stone, if you can see them there. And so I sort of feel like you feel like a sense of peace and tranquility when you go outside, right? And the last card that I pulled for you was from the Sacred Forest Oracle, and you've got Frog Spirit, which is renewal. And again, at nighttime, like you, nature, alone, that's when you're like, I think that's when you're clear, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you, Sherry? You know, when you can think clearly and when like the answers come to you, when things make sense. I hope that helps, love. Okay, Anna Banana, the birthday girl, is up next. Good. Awesome. All right, the birthday girl is up. The birthday girl is up. You know what? Because you're the birthday girl, you're going to get a rose card. Because you're the birthday girl. So you're the first person to get the rose card. That's Charlotte. Oh, good night, and Linda. Sweet dreams, my friend. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. There's something out there. Well, that didn't take long, did it? So, Anna, this is the rose that I got for you. So it is from the Modern Garden Rose Collection. It's number 39, which is the Outsider Duchess of Edinburgh Rose. Just look at how beautiful that is. Number 39. And if you add up 9 and 3, you have 12. And then you reduce it to a single digit, and it's 3. Which I just think is interesting. All right. The Outsider, number 39. The Outsider. Going against the flow could be a helpful way to gain additional insights. Often we can break up negative patterns and influences by ceasing to try and work it out, and by creating a new path with our own set plans. Energies surrounding new ideas, opportunities, and even windfalls are present for you. The outsider does risk loneliness when placed within groups that already have established codes, but they are the great disruptors and inventors that often create change for the better and help others become inspired to do the same. So the meanings and the uses of the outsider rose are rebellion, change, independence, invention, and alternatives. And the astrological sign that it's associated to is Aquarius. So I hope that made sense to you. And I am going to pull one more card because I'm going to put my babies back in their box until Mama has a chance to really get to know them. But that's just because it was your birthday. It's your birthday. All right. Oh, you did? Good. All right, Heather. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you. Look forward to having you on Circle of Friends. Oh, sleep well, my friend, and sweet dreams. Anna, I've got forgiveness. Archangel Phanuel is urging you to let go of past grievances. Just look at how sweet that bird is. What a glorious, glorious image. What is it that Ron says? Let it go and let it flow, or let it flow and let it go. I hope that makes sense to you, Anna, and that it helps. And happy birthday again, my friend. All right, Kylo is up next. I don't know, Kylo. Are you a he or a she? I don't know why, but I always think you're a he. We're going to have great fun, Heather, I promise. Okay. That is funny. It almost looks like the bird that recently took... Yep, see? You can't make this stuff up, folks. Yeah, there is some really, really, really weird energy happening right now, Kylo, so you're not alone. Hi, Shelby Lisa. How are you, love? All right. Aiden, by the way, Kathleen J. Lightworker used to be a nurse, so you're in good hands, my friend, with her medical assistance. Oh, beautiful card. Love it. I love that. Love it. Wow, that didn't take any time at all. Literally shot right out the rear end of the deck. Sorry for the TMI there. I've got absolutely beautiful cards here for you, Kylo. Cartomancy Mesquite is in the house. Cartomancy Mesquite is going to be my guest co-host tomorrow night on Circle of Friends. If you're not already subscribed to Circle of Friends, I would appreciate the support. Circle of Friends Tarot, of course, is my collaborative channel with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. And we have guest readers on Mondays, and every second Thursday we have open mic night. So if anyone is interested in coming on Circle of Friends Tarot, email us at circleoffriendstarot, all one word, @gmail.com. And we are happy to have you on. Kylo, my friend, this is what I got for you. Okay? So I've got from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, potential. Literally, like think of like a volcano getting ready to erupt. You know, like the ground is like literally like vibrating and shaking, which is just beautiful. I pulled from the Secret Language of Color, and I got lilac, which is strengthen your faith. And then I got, from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, I got koi carp, which is abundance. And the message is, move with the flow of abundance around and through you. So you need to, I don't feel that this is strengthen your faith in terms of, how do I say this? I believe that this is strengthen your faith in terms of believing in your abilities, right? That's what I think this is talking about. And I think that it's telling you that you are abundant in your potential, and it's flowing all through you. And then we have the potential card. Like you're getting ready to go to the next level. You're literally bubbling up. But you need to believe it. That's what I think this is about. I don't know if I'm right or not. Hopefully that resonates and hopefully that helps, love. All right. Who is next? Okay, so I know Scott wanted a card. Scott. I mean, we all do, right? We all doubt ourselves at times. Aiden, you're next, love, right after Scott. Shelby, if you want a card, love, just let me know. If I've forgotten anyone, let me know. Beautiful card coming up for you, Scott. I love it. Hi, JR. How are you, love? Good to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday. Okay, this is what I got for you, Scott. I hope that this, I think this is going to make sense to you. Okay, so the first card that I've got out is the Thicket of Thorns. Uncertainty. You know, you're navigating a path that is new to you and difficult, challenging, right? I got from the Sacred Traveler Oracle, rejuvenating rain. Clear the past, heal the present. And then I got from the Empath Empowerment deck, assert your authentic needs. I just love that image. You know, that's that old game of telephone that we all used to play. In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. I'm not sure if you're still here, Scott, but I hope that helped you, love. You just really gotta keep working at it, friend. And I don't like to say that I know how anybody feels, because of course I'm not in your shoes, but I've been there. And so I know how difficult the trip is that you're on. It is a journey, but you're going to get there. That I promise you. And you have a lot of love and a lot of support in this community. And you're not alone. We're always here. Someone is always here to lift you up, to be your friend, to support you, to hold your hand, to lend an ear, to lend a shoulder, to give hugs, or just to have a giggle with. You're not alone. Just remember that. And be kind to yourself. Just be kind to yourself. It will come. I promise you it will come. I hope that helps a bit. Oh, JR, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you were having surgery. I hope that you're okay, my friend. I know, right, Shelby Lisa, for sure. Okay, so Aiden is up next, and then Shelby Lisa. Aiden. So friends, last year we, I'm sure that I told you at one point or another, took out the deck that was, it goes the whole width of the house. It was all rotten. We took it all out and filled it all in with rock and stuff and built a patio there. And then did all the patio stones that were all along the side of the house. Took all them away because they were all rotten and wrecked and ripped and stuff, and put new ones down. And we disturbed like a billion ant hills. And so last year we had ants everywhere, like in the house, which not cool. They're back. We've literally had 2 days that have been in the double digits. Because we literally had snow like 2 weeks ago, and I got ants already. I mean, oh my God. Sorry, Aiden, I gotta pull one more card for you, love. I need to scroll down because I can't see what's going on. Whoa! Y'all see that? All right, Aiden. So I got some interesting cards here for you, love. Hopefully they make sense to you. So we've got make peace and uncertainty, or sorry, make peace with uncertainty. This is from the Empath Empowerment deck. So it may take a while to find clarity about a situation. Be patient. know that invisible healing forces are at work during this phase, which is just interesting. Next, we have from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, we have forgiveness. Again, we're seeing this moonlight thing happening for you. Then I got the Raven card again, which is, again, the moon, right? Wise woman, a change is coming. So I'm not sure if you need to release something, if you are, you know, like confused about something or conflicted about a situation, but you know, the change is coming if you will, if you allow it to, which means you need to like forgive, you need to give a little bit, I think is what this is saying. And then we've got this beautiful card to finish up. It literally came out with forgiveness, and we've got gateway. I mean, that's you. You are the unicorn, right? So the gateway is right there for you, which is the change. But you have to be okay with the situation. And in order for you to be okay with the situation, it's going to require some patience and a little bit of forgiveness. You're hysterical, Aiden. Yeah. I hope that helps left. All right. Shelby Lisa is up next. Anybody else want a card? Let me know. If I've forgotten anyone, I do apologize. Just holler at me and I will pull one for you. I hope I got everybody. Yeah, I mean, they're here all the time, but they're not everywhere, right? And I've been, you know, Double Touchwood fairly lucky, but like I said, last year we were digging and we disturbed something, and it's just been a you know what show ever since. Sure, JR, my pleasure, my friend. All right, Shelby Lisa. What do we have for Shelby Lisa? Shelby Lisa, Shelby Lisa, Shelby Lisa. Beautiful card. Love it. Sorry, I know readers aren't supposed to do that, but you can't help it. I get excited when I pull a beautiful card for someone, or a card that has a beautiful image on it. I love it. All right. Okay. This makes sense. It wasn't making sense before, which is why I picked up the other deck of cards, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So, the first card that I got was from the Secret Traveler Oracle. It's Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. And then I just pulled from the color cards, which is the secret language of color, which this makes sense now. So we've got this I mean, just look at this. What a stunning image that is. It's coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. So I'm not sure if you're feeling a little blocked. Maybe you're processing something. Maybe you're feeling, you know, all this wacky energy that everyone else is. Maybe you're feeling a bit agitated or a bit anxious. But it's asking you to just sort of like find your center, find your balance, just kind of get quiet, maybe do some meditation, right? Because if you do that and you allow the flow and synchronicity, you have Daffodil Fairy New Beginnings. So you got to allow that flow and that synchronicity back into your life by doing a little bit of self-love, a little bit of self-care, right? Hope that helps, my friend. That's a beautiful message. Beautiful. All right. Next we have gotcha. Next we have JR. Let's pull an angel card for JR. Thanks, Cartomancy. Shelby, Lisa, we were sort of talking about some of that earlier tonight. In this broadcast, we were talking about overcoming inferiority complex, and there was a point where we touched on setting up, healthy boundaries for ourselves, remembering that it's okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. If, removing ourselves from toxic people, which I realize sometimes is easier said than done, especially if they live in the same house as you. But it can be done. It can be done. I don't know. There's that many cards in the deck, and I keep getting the same card, so apparently it applies. So, the first card that I got for you, JR, is potential. Again, that bubbling sort of, I don't know if it's a volcano or like some kind of an eruption about to happen, an avalanche maybe. But it's beautiful, right? And then I've got this glorious, glorious card. We've got going within. Look at all that. I mean, look at the images are so similar with the colors and all like the stars and like the cloudies kind of thing, right? Just beautiful. So the angel card is going within. The angels are asking you to calm your mind and feel the power of spirit within you. Does that make sense to you, JR? That's good, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely. I hope that makes sense to you, JR. I'll pull another card for you, JR. Shelby, Lisa, if you give me like just 2 seconds, I'm going to grab my note from what we talked about earlier. I just want to read one little part to you in hopes that it might be of some assistance, okay? Just bear with me for one moment here. Pull another card for JR. Okay, so this is what I got, JR. I've got let go of being a martyr. So the message is find a balance between giving and receiving. It is not healthy to give so much that you feel ill or exhausted. I kind of think that also applies to Shelby Lisa, and I don't know why. I was kind of like staring at Shelby Lisa's name when I was tossing this, so this might be for the both of you. But you guys, like, it doesn't matter who you are or what situation you're in. When you try so hard that you give, and you don't allow anyone to give it to you back or give back to you, you're really doing yourself a huge disservice, right? And then you start to break down. And when I say break down, I don't mean fall apart, but I mean like your self-esteem starts to break down. And that's as I said tonight, and I'm not trying to be like, ooh, I said it, because it's not my quote. But the idea behind making yourself a priority is literally about you finding your joy. Without your joy, where are you? All right. So Shelby Lisa, specifically for you. So when we were talking about where is it? Okay, so surround yourself with people who lift you up. It's important to realize that your inferiority complex might be linked to the people around you. It might be your relatives, your friends at college, your siblings, or your colleagues. Try to analyze your interactions with them. So really observe how you react to their actions. Once you're able to identify the people that try to pull you down or that do pull you down, try not to reciprocate your feelings so that you're encouraging them to continue to do it. So basically, don't take it, right? Start distancing yourself from them. And I realize, again, it's difficult because you may live in the same house, or maybe it's like your mom or your dad or something like that. But try to look for people who are positive, who uplift you, and who bring out a better version of yourself. Take efforts to develop a relationship with those individuals. So how do you do that if you're in a situation where they live with you or whatever? Well, you can try to set up healthy boundaries by limiting your time and interactions with them. So, for example, mom wants to go to the grocery store, and mom gets in the grocery store and loses her ever-loving mind and then goes and sits in the car, and I'm the one that does the grocery shopping, and I'm like, I'm not into it right now, and it's going to be like a whole thing and a fight and whatever, and I just can't do it right now. So then you tell mom, you know what? Why don't you make me a list and I'll go, because I've got some other errands to run. So in a way, like that's not saying no, but it's saying no. It's saying, no, I'm not going to take the negative interaction from you and the negative crap from you, but I'm still going to work with you. So you are setting a boundary for yourself that puts you back in control of your feelings, of your self-esteem, if that makes sense. I don't know if that helps or not, but I thought I would share that. Well, good. I'm glad that that was helpful for JR. So, friends, 2 hours and 2 minutes. Wasn't planning on being here that long, but I'm so thrilled that you all showed up. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I'm glad that it helped, love. Not to beat a broken record, but so tomorrow night. I am on Circle of Friends Tarot with Terry from Soma Healing Arts. She's our open mic guest. Friday at 12 noon, I'll be on Heart and Soul Connected with Allie and Kathleen. At 3 p.m., I'll be back here at dzncats with Beneficial Tarot and Tarot Stash. We're doing a day in the history. So it's going to be history about May 6th, and there's some super interesting things that happened in history on May the 6th. For example, one of them being the Hindenburg crash. So tune in if you can for Thanks Spirits Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Then at 5 p.m. Eastern, I go to Sun Psychic Jean's channel, and I'll be there for a little bit. On Saturday, I'm on Tarot Living with Manasa. It is a Mother's Day special. That's 12 noon Eastern time. And then 2:30 p.m. Eastern, I'm back here at dzncats with Sun Psychic Jean for a Mother's Day special. Daily reads are up on the channel. The weekend read is going to be up there for Saturday morning. And I put a read up for Naomi Judd. She was, as I said in the beginning of the program, she is, she was a great advocate of depression, and I wanted to do a reading to see what her message was. What did she want her legacy to be to the people that, she shared that intimate detail of her life with? And it made me so emotional. I literally, in the very last clip, a teardrop fell out of my eye onto my table. I was so moved by the message that we received. And so if you have a chance to take a boo at it, if you think it would help you in any way, if you were, affected by her passing, or if you, were a fan of hers or found her inspirational, she truly is a remarkable woman, a total rags to riches story. Very, very powerful lady. It was a beautiful read. So thank you everyone for being here. I love you. Thank you for lifting me up tonight. And thank you so very much for literally allowing me to do this for you, which in turn actually did it for me. So you guys are awesome. I love you. Don't forget, always say hello in the chat, because you literally can change someone's life just by saying hi. It's quite that simple. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to give a thumbs up on the way out. And I will see you when I see you, because I'm pretty much going to be everywhere for the next 5 or 6 days. And if I don't see you, for all of the people that are celebrating Mother's Day, for all of the moms, to the fur babies, to the stepmoms, to the grandmoms, to the aunts that are like moms, if your mama is here, give her a hug, give her a call, give her a kiss, give her some flowers, make her feel like she is literally on a pedestal. Do that for the people whose moms aren't here, because I would pretty much give my right arm to be able to do that for my mama. So from me to you, I love you. Have a great night. Sweet dreams. Many blessings. Mwah! I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Kylo. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. Feel free to email me if we can chat. I'm happy to help. Thank you, Gypsy JJ. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Night, everybody. Night, Tracy. Blessings. Night, Carter Mancy Mesquite. See you tomorrow, hon. Looking forward to it. Bye, everybody.